You're live. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And we made it right on time, too. Tonight, my stuff, I made sure I turned the sound down, but I have some great guests, and we're going to do some spelling with Ann Payne and Trina, and down in the corner right there somewhere, there's Amber, but she took off for a second, but she'll be right back.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Robert.
There she is. Amber,
Hello.
you made it.
Hi, Amber.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Hello, Amber.
Good.
I hope you got your handy dandy notebook ready. I got my notebook and I got my pen. We're going to do some spelling. I'm
excited to listen.
This is your show, Julianne. You just tell me what to do and we'll go from here.
Okay. Well, I think Amber can do a card reading first.
Absolutely. You want to?
You want me to? I have to go grab them.
You go right ahead. In the meantime, we're going to welcome everybody to the show. We got Chloe who's saying, I'm the bus driver. Yay, I'm the bus driver. And of course, my background isn't backgroundy enough, so I'm going to turn my lights on there. And we got Deborah Sloan. Welcome. We got David Castle.
Hi, David.
I don't think he was here yesterday. Lucky Stone. Oh, I like he walks through the backyard or the park or something and says all kinds of good wise things, I tell you. Sarah Horton, welcome. I'm glad she made it. She just loves this show. Yeah. Great way to spend your weekend.
Absolutely. Hanging out with our friends.
Everybody.
Yeah. And Mary wins. Yay!
Hello.
Hi, Chloe.
And
hello, all. Thank you all for your gifts and talents, and enjoy always.
You too, Julianne.
There's Big Al.
Oh, Al.
Oh, he says you look absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There you go.
Talking to you, Robert. He's talking to you.
No, he's talking about you, he says. Julianne, you look absolutely beautiful. There you go. There's there's Delaney Jones. She says, I'm here. Have you ever watched some of her videos? She just gets, I remember the one with the spirit going up and down the hallway thing, and she's like, it's right there. It's pretty good. Anyway, she's got a hat. She's got a hat coming. As soon as I box it up and send it out, she did send me her address yesterday. So, yay! Good for you.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Robert, for what you do for the group, for volunteering your services.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And same with everybody else, Trina and Amber. They're doing their part too. I'm not the only key in the puzzle, but it's a lot. I'm driving the bus. I'm gonna get a bus. I'm gonna get a bus for the background one of these days.
Yeah.
If I can, Al, you're the man. You find a bus.
Magic school bus.
The magic school bus, and paste Brian's picture in there, and there you go. That's an idea.
Well, I'll read a poem while Amber's getting ready then.
Okay. That's right. That's right. Read a poem, and I'm going to put on my thinking cap, which is from Crystal's hat. Now, remember, everybody, Crystal made these hats. I'm wearing my hat, my Crystal thinking cap.
Yay.
Crystal thinking cap. How's that?
Good. Okay, here I go. Keep you cool. I am a fool. I know I'm this, I am the tool. I bend, I look, no thing mistook. I play, I say, me sage today. I laugh, I please, one joke foresees. I wind, I fire, I rock, I desire. I play, I game, I tune, I phone. I sing, I music, I am a tone. I keep my cool, Margoose the fool. I realize this, I am the jewel.
I love it.
That's very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm. I used to call myself Margoose when I used to write poetry. That's why I put Margoose the fool.
Nice.
I've changed. I went as Julianne, and then I went Joules, and now of course Joules the Alchemist. You just go with whatever.
Well, as you
I like
as
Joules
you
the
move up
Alchemist.
Me
move
too.
up the ladder, you get, it's like being what was it? Like you go to school and you become you're a student, then you become something else. You're a college student, and then you get to be the professor, and then a doctor, and then a whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, doctor, when you go to the doctor, well, they aren't teaching you anything, but a doctor is actually a teacher. Most people you go to see are just general practitioners, and they are practicing on you.
That's right. That is absolutely right.
Literally
Absolutely right.
practicing.
Yep.
Yep, they're
Whoops,
general
it
practicing
didn't
on
work.
you.
Yeah.
It's like kids playing that game, what, Operation? And they hit the button. Did you ever play that game when you were a kid?
Uh-huh.
Operation?
Yeah,
Righto.
Yes.
Is Amber ready?
I'm ready.
All
Good girl.
right.
So we've got 6 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to read the 6 of Pentacles. It's really short. Although it only takes one person to be the seed of change, it takes the power of many to transform that change from a thought into reality. As one single energy, you may feel powerless, but with the energy of many, you will be able to conquer any and all obstacles that now present themselves. And the Page of Pentacles is the beginning of abundance. So just remember to, obviously we're all in this group chat. We're all teaching each other, and we're all not teaching. Let me reword that. We are all reawakening each other with our own gifts and talents. It's just that spark that's lighting up everyone's fire, and it's going to help create abundance within everyone.
Yep.
Exactly.
Remembering.
Nice and simple reading.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Yeah. What is that noise? I keep hearing it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I got the washer going.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm like, I hear it.
I'm like, oh, I can hear. Well, I got my headphones on, so I can't hear it.
Oh, I can. But I mean, it's not bad, but I can hear it totally.
Oh, it's gonna stop. It's on the washing the ringer mode.
Spin cycle.
Okay.
The spin. Yeah. It's
Well,
almost
that's
done.
what I call myself an agitator, because when you go into the washing machine, you clean your clothes and you let go of all the dross.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
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 So
Yeah.
as an alchemist, and as what I do, I know I agitate certain people, but that's the way in the spin cycle, you're able to then see many, many views. And you get rid of a lot of the stuff you don't require anymore because you're looking at it from a different angle.
Absolutely. Yep. And all the dirt goes down the drain.
That's right, the dross. I used that word the other day. But if Amber, you finished.
I'm finished.
Oh yeah.
Right, I love.
She
So can
says
you
short,
call
simple.
up the words one for me, please, Robert?
Yes. Which one do you want?
Just the words, not the pillar, just the words to start with.
Oh,
Hermes.
the Hermes.
Hermes.
Okay. Yeah, you got to make, because I got a whole bunch of them up there. Is that the one?
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Right, if everyone can see the Hermes at the top there, that shows you that is he and her is me, right? That's telling you you're that, because your word, your name, he and her, is in Hermes, right? Then underneath that, I've got Mercurial, which is Mercury, which is in the book that Trina's reading at the moment. That's your mind. So it says, me are, see, you are, I'm all of that, okay? Me are, or cure, I all. So you are the cure to whatever's going on with you, because you are it. It's all of us, okay? Then you've got Trismegistus that says, Tris me gistus. So tris is the trinity of me, the three of me, to the heart or core of all of us. You can see that that's the same thing as those. All those mean the same, depending whether they're Greek, Roman, or Egyptian, or Latin, whatever, the god. And then you got Thoth, and that's your thought, because you see the UG, because that's telling you you're God. So it's all up to each individual. If you're seeing chaos, well, you need to clean the dross. Does everybody understand that in chat? Did they get that?
Yeah, I get it.
Yes. Yeah, I get it. You know what the funny part is you know, I didn't have this up here until you sent it to me, but and I might have seen it earlier, but what do you think I was doing today of all things? I was listening to Gerald Clark. I got the audio version of him reading the Emler tablets of thought. How about that? So I'm listening to this, and the whole day went by as I'm listening to this whole thing on, and then we end up talking about Hermes Trismegistus. How about that? What a coincidence.
Wow.
So you are, every individual person are those. They're just a mythology, just symbolizing what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are all that. Okay, because you can see on the end of mercurial, which is Mercury, is I am all of that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right?
See, now when I was listening today, he was talking about we are light. You know, we are light, and he was also talking about the Trinity too. So, and all his thought, and you know, it's all in our minds. And so I was like, wow. When this broke down, it's like, wow, his name is everything he was saying in the Emerald tablets.
Yeah,
Go
and you
figure.
see I've got up there is you are. So any word that's got you are in it, it's telling you it's you because you are that. Okay, I said that I think in the last one. So anything that's got you are in it or I all, it's all talking about us. Because there you go with tries me justice, we've got us on the end of it. Okay. Right. So then if you want to pull the other one up, Robert, please, the pillar.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna redo this. I don't know how to switch from one to the other, but I can do the pillar. Oops. Well, that didn't work.
Righto.
Yeah.
Now it says it's a column, okay?
Oh, you got it. Oh, it turned out on the other side of the screen over here. I'm looking over here and I'm like, it just everything went away. Okay,
Right, it's there.
that's good.
Okay, so at the bottom, of course, they call it a plinth, but then there's the torus. So you look at this piece of structure here, it's actually talking about a building, but we are the building, okay? We are that pillar. That is us. So down the bottom, it says torus, and what do we have around us? A torus field. We have this column that goes up through us, the cylinder or whatever you want to call it, our body. And then we have, if you look on the top, it's got the fascia. And on your house, you have fascia around your house, the fascia board. The fascia around your body is your membrane. Your membrane, which is your crystalline grid. Now, if you look at the word crystalline, if I spelt it as CH, oh, thanks, Robert. Up here, you got upper and lower fascia. Righto. Thank you. Right. So you look at our body, underneath our skin, we have all these fibers, which are called the fascia,
Yep.
And it's the membrane, which is the crystalline grid that's being activated at the moment. Now, I'm going to spell Christ as CHRIST, but it's also spelt CRYST. That still spells Christ. And then you've got all on the end of it, and then line, which is Christ all in. So this is the grid that's being activated at the moment with the plasma that's coming in. Okay, so this building, this column that you're looking at is the house. Oh, it's the structure. If you look at the top of it or second down from it, it says corona. CORONA. You're the core owner of your crown. These are your temples. You're the owner. Now, how I pull crown apart is C R own. You own it. See, it's yours. And of course, when soon as this thing that they come out with, I knew they were talking about us activating our crown. So there's many layers and levels of what's going on, but it's up to you how you want to see it. So you rise above what's going on because you're the owner of your crown. And guess what? You're free from the program.
Yep.
Okay? You're free from it. That's what alchemy does, is you work with all the dross You get rid of all the elements that don't work in your body, and you become lighter when you're laughing and enjoying in the moment, staying in the now. Is everybody getting that?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
So the 2 words I'll use now to do with architecture and intelligence, right? So I've just showed you a piece of architecture. I'm going to pull that apart. So you have arc, high tech, you are all. Architectural, arc, high tech, you are all, or arch, I tech, you are all. When you either arch or arc. You get that? So
Yep.
you are, this is your arch here. If you look up what the brain's all about, there's an arch there, okay? And there's a lens there that lets more light in. They're your eyes, the camera, the lens. And then you have intelligence. Intel, I, gene C. Intel, I'm the gene C. Intelligence. Architectural intelligence. Every single person walking around is that intelligence.
That is so true. That is beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting it wrote down. See, I'm using my tablet.
So I don't know whether I use, well, I said membrane, which is that fascia that goes across our body, okay? So mem in Hebrew, which I probably mentioned last time, is water. That's what they use for water, that word mem.
Yeah.
So if you look at chiming. So in that word itself, you have me, which is me, and you are a me as well. And then you have em, which is mother. So me and mother is in that water, whether you be a female or a male, there is me in the water.
Yep.
Right? And that's what's being, we're going into the age of the Aquarius, which is the aqueous vapor. So Aquarius is the water bearer, which is us, but it's an air sign because we're receiving the waves from the cosmic, you know, the cosmic out in the whatever, you know, wherever it's coming from, the central sun. We're receiving that energy coming in, which is activating our DNA at the moment. And in biology, you have telomeres that sit at the base of your spine, and they stretch out when you're in a space of joy, and they elongate and you become more flexible and free. But if you're a couch potato and you go like this and you eat whatever the stuff you put in your mouth, you know, I've been known to eat things I probably shouldn't have, but I'm changing my way of living because I'm starting to elongate my telomeres so that I can stay flexible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's staying in a space of joy. Even in the chaos, it's staying in a space of joy. That's why Julianne does her crazy little videos. In that moment of joy, you know, you've got to find what makes your heart sing. This is what this is all about, is finding what makes your heart sing. If it be volunteering at an actual refuge or anything, if you love doing it, that's what's making your heart sing, and then you're being who you've come here to be. And this is what I've come here to be, is to share what I'm doing, and I love it.
Yeah. You're good at it.
Yes, you are. You're very
so
good
at it. It's
So
magic when you can pull apart words. It literally takes you to a different place. I was looking at the word thymus today, you know, and thalamus, and wow, can you decode those words? Do you have a decode on those? Thalamus and thymus?
I can't even spell that.
Well, thigh, if you look at it as THY, that's telling you it's you anyway, thigh, you know.
Yeah.
And then us, or how is it spelled exactly? Which one
thymus is THYMUS.
Yes, well, see, M again, when you look at the word M, is that wave signal of mother and us. So we're in it again. That's all of us. That's going back to initial is in it, I all, so you are see. So the thymus is actually, you know, this is where it sits just here above you. So in my book, like I was saying, in my book, I have a thymus exercise. I'll go through it and I'll explain it if I can find it now that you've brought that up.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I've been coming into some very different information, and Mandy Moo, you're a godsend, because I have this book. I just hadn't gotten that far into it yet. And I think the chart she sent me is out of this book, but I haven't been able to find it in here. Similar, but not the same as the one she sent me.
Yeah.
I've been looking because I keep hearing for a while, pay attention to the 16, which is the day I was born. They keep telling me you are the 16. You need to understand the 16. And then the quantum computer has just identified 16 different realities, 16 different probable realities within this system. So I was like, okay, that's powerful. But I kept seeing it somehow associated to the chakra systems and the planetary systems and how these systems are operating. And I kept hearing we're at least a minimum of 3 layers deep into consciousness. And I kept seeing the connection to the planets. So I looked at thymus, and the definition for thymus, it says the middle part of the diencephalon through which your sensory impulses pass to reach the cerebral cortex. Then number 2, it says bot, B-O-T, like robot. Then it says a receptacle or a Torah.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, so and then so then the thymus also, I kept seeing that there was more systems that we weren't aware of. And then thymus is one of them, and then thalamus is another. And the thymus in this, what I've seen was, and this system, this chart was kind of saying a lot of the same stuff. It's the mind galactic core. It's the 8th portal and permanent seed atom like construct. It is crystal heart, also represents your ET lives, other lives that you may have had. Orion War implant. Oh, and I have that because I remember that battle, and that was the battle with the Pegasuses, and it was brutal. And then it also controls metabolic function. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes sense, because I keep looking at a lot of these memories that I've been able to get a hold of. I just kept having a strong suspicion that these were partially artificial intelligent implants, because too many of us have the Jesus, too many of us have the crucifixion. There were these things that are in the consciousness for mass groups of people. So I was like, there's got to be something to this, because how could I be born with that, with having no exposure to it? I was like, this is an implant. This was put into my brain from somehow, some way. So I've been trying to figure this stuff all out, and this is really making a lot of sense that we are 16 layers deep, and the 16th is the universal time matrix, and it's the oneness of the entire system. So it's literally, it is the massive spiral. So that would be the 16th level, which we're part of that.
Well, I wrote this a while ago, of course. And I put this in my book. If anyone goes to the network, you can actually look at my book. And this is on page 24. And 23 is the actual thymus exercise. And what I do is I say you run the energy up and down through your body, and you pass it through the thymus when you are running this energy thing through the thymus. And what it is I put it, originally I had it like silver and gold as the twisted thread, if you can see it on my book.
See, Julianne, I was using silver and gold, and that's what this says. The colors associated to the 8th and 9th are is silver and gold. See, we know this. How do we know this stuff? It's so crazy.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll just read the exercise. I'll just read the exercise that I've put in.
So the thymus, just for you, thymus is gold, thalamus is silver.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Gold.
Okay.
Gold and silver. Wow.
Well, what on as the thymus exercise, but on the other page, I have all the waves and rays, okay? Because we actually as humans sit in visual light, which is what we call the chakra system and stuff. But if you go at the top, I've got short waves, cosmic waves, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visual light, infrared rays are below us, radio waves and long waves. And then the microwaves are like down there short. I mean, long waves or whatever, wherever they sit. I haven't got them on there. So obviously worried about microwaves, even though that's what 5G is. So with the exercise, you run the energy up through your body, pass it through your thymus, take 3 deep breaths. Okay, so you're visualizing that gold and silver, like twisting like your DNA through the thymus.
Yeah.
And so, okay, and then it passes through, of course, what the chakras were then. When I wrote this, they were still what was going on, and that is our color system. But the fascia is what's taken over running the program as such. That is the network, that is the matrix, is our fascia that's over our body.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're doing this, you imagine the movement and you're being turned on. It's spinning through your body and you're being turned on, and then you'll feel the buzz and you'll be connected to your higher self and the spirit, and your awareness is now on by visualizing that silver and gold going through your whole body. Okay, so if anybody wants to look at it, you can adapt it to now times, but it's on page 23 of my book on the crystalline network.
Wonderful.
Okay, everybody? You can just go and look at it. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yep. Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
powerful. You know, it's so funny when I work with the gold and the silver energies, it always goes into a loop over the crown for me and then laces back in.
Yeah.
And it's amazing the way that you can see these energies move if you just start to literally connect to them. But oh man, it's guys, we're starting to figure out we are way bigger than we knew. And part of this decode is breaking apart language and words, and it's revealing a lot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know it'll explain it. You can get where the word might have originally come from, but the way I do it is different again by pulling it completely apart, right? Like the word with material is matter, which is mata, which is the mother, and I'm all of it. You've got mother and father in you. So, you know, all the words do explain by breaking them down the way I do it. It is actually freeing. It totally is freeing. Okay.
Yes.
Jules is free. So I've got another little poem after you're talking about robot and stuff. I went through my journal. I went through and I've got all these pages that I never put away, and I read them again, and I always look at them and go, who the heck wrote that poem?
Right.
You know? So it's not one I read often, so you'll have to go, just bear with me. So it's talking about little bits, you know, in your computer is a bit, right? Yep. So how about a bit? This is how it goes. How about a bit? A binary digit. So that's how you get bit. Binary and digit is how you get the word bit, right? Yeah. How about a bit? A binary digit, a small piece or an amount. Just how about it? A bar or metal or rubber passing through a horse's mouth. Now, Robert would know that. A diamond titbit, a carbon drilling south. So you have bits on the end of your drills, don't you?
Yep.
Right? Bit by bit, done in stages. Do one's bit, whereof rages. Turn up a bit off more than you can chew. Not a bit of it. I swear you, I did not do. An acid bit, right? An acid bit. Into a metal your database. Enjoy, expand, mental. So I've got metal and then mental, okay?
Yeah.
Bits per second, a measure of speed. Transfer data, manipulate, make sure you take heed. Wait a bit mapping, pixels composed. I dropped my bit, who gives a shit, pixies exposed. Sorry, I just had to put a bit of laughter in there. How about a bit money, or what is it? Bitcoin, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
How about a bit money and coin, bit of a con, ingest the bit, conjoin. When you add up the binary bits of this and that code, BI technology, open and download. That's
Mhm.
us.
Yep.
We are the binary code.
Yep.
We are the digital bit. It's us.
Yep.
Be it. When you pull bit apart again, it's be it. Just be it.
Just be it.
Yep.
Just be it.
You know, it's so beautiful. Mandy sent me that chart, and it's crazy, guys, because it's literally it's going into the different layers of us. And this is what I've always been able to see, is it's always going in these trinities. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but so you got
Here,
your
hold it up again. I'll make you bigger.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so you've got your first level, which is your personality, first 3 chakras, and your second is your it's more of the third eye, the throat, the heart, and then the next level would be the thalamus, the thymus, and the crown. But then above that, you've got the Christ mind, Buddha mind, and the Avatar mind. And this was that like ultimate trinity that I kept seeing that still kind of had form. And then the universal, which is even higher, which is the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So the 13th is the earth core, aquamarine. The 14th is pale gold. And then the 15th is the universal, universal magenta. And then the 16th is like the one, the source, the spiral of all creation. That was like the 16th. And then it's so funny too, because you've got the chakra wheels and the circles, but then it breaks apart. So the particles start to break apart and you're moving back into energy. And then this is the original trinity, which is that triple flame fire that we talk about with the ascended masters, which is power, wisdom, and love. That's the highest throne, is power, wisdom, and love. So this is what I kept seeing, and it was so hard to put into any kind of a rational sense. And Mandy sent me this chart. I'm like, this is exactly what I was seeing. So we've got within this, the throat and the higher levels, we're going into the star systems and the galaxies and the Andromeda and the Pleiadians and the reptilians and the implants and all of the different things that we're holding within these energy fields and these bits of information. So
yeah,
when we start working with the higher spheres and getting into these different waves of, like, you guys are working with your sounding and you're healing yourself and you're going into your astral traveling, you're doing regressive therapies, you know, all the different things that you're doing to explore and learn about you have already ascended. If you're working those programs, you are already a 5th dimensional being. And this is what I know to be true. So when you're working with the throat, which is the mind, the etherical templates, the timelines, the speaking, and I create, you know, manifestation, affirmation, mantras.
Why they put that thing across the mouth.
You got it, Julianne. Yeah, they don't want you in this higher upper chakra systems. So, and right. This is, they're saying that the fifth throat chakra that we have is strongly created and controlled by the Pleiadians, which is ironic because I just got that message a little while ago. The 7 sisters of Andromeda wish to speak. And that is the next level, because the next level is the Andromeda. So yeah, this is profound, and I'm pretty sure. And then they're saying the 7th is Arcturian. The seventh crown chakra is more layered with the Arcturian aspects of the lineage of our heritage. So
Okay,
I thought this was profound information. Mandy Moo, you rock. You just helped me make sense out of something that was in my head for like 8 years. And I'm like, how do you put this into words? It's hard. It's really hard to define, especially when you're seeing things blow apart into non-particle levels. And then you've got higher levels, but they still have consciousness and form. You're like, this is a little challenging to put into terms, but yes, this was, it connected a lot of dots for me.
Well, that's good. I mean, I know from when I used to hold meditations at my place, and I would get so much information, and it was timely that it had to stop, but we actually had a group drawing, and we were guided to draw something, right? So I drew this alien, and his name, I call him, is Zai, and it's in my book too, which is on page 57. You won't be able to probably see too, but he's down there shaded, right? He's purple and green. And look at the color of the throat chakra there.
Blue.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that, you know, starting to, right? So I called him Zai, and of course, Zai is the beginning from the other end, ZY. Now, enzymes are inside of us, so that's in Zai me when you look at the word. So Zai is part of me, which is either my past self or present or, you know, future self. And I thank the information that I get from that energy. That energy that I carry is a lot of the information. I thank that, and also from being a tree for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.
The huge trees that we were on this planet that stores all the information.
Yes, because that is our blending with the soil, the matter, the material, the matter of the mother, the soil, the clay. That's like part of her major template. It's the clay, the actual. You know what I saw the other day? Remember I went to Mount Zion, and I was thinking a lot about that, and I literally saw the words flip. Zion in Oz.
Yep.
We are in Oz, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all green. You know that green screen?
Yes.
That green.
We're going to Emerald City, and we are in Oz. We are in Oz.
Well, I am in Oz, love. I am in Oz. AU, which I always OZ anyway. AU is gold. Remember, everybody. AU is gold.
AU gold.
It is. AU is gold.
And that's working. When you're working with alchemy, you get rid of the dross. There's the gold. And we're all that.
And it's so funny. Treasures, trees you are.
Trees you are.
Yep.
It all relates back to that, because Earth is a green planet, a water planet. You know, it's green and blue, you know. Without this is it. I'll talk about Hebrew words right now. See, we're talking about trees, right? You have ETZ is the word for tree in Hebrew. ETZ, right?
Then you put
ETZ. ETZ. And then you have ER in front of that, which is Eretz. That means earth or land. So last time I spoke about ER being watchful. So guess what Earth is? Watchful trees.
Yep.
So that's truly what we are, as we talked about the amber, and we do have limbs. We do get knots in our body. We truly are those aspects of the tree as well. You know, the whole tree of life is you. When Trina's book that she's reading, you know, the book that you're reading that I've had for a while too. It explains the whole chemistry, the alchemy, the biology of our body. It is explained in that book. You are all the planets. You are everything.
Yes, and the chemistry, the chem is tree. That the chemicals are what make the tree. The chemistry creates the tree. Yeah, that is a powerful book, powerful information. And this is all about, it's all about alchemy. It's all about
yeah,
all of it.
Exactly.
All
So,
about alchemy.
so like I was listening to the Emerald tablets today, you know, and they were talking about them being from the land of
Emerald
Chem.
City, Emerald City, Emerald Tablets, Emerald City.
Yeah, but
That's
it was
right. We're going to Oz, y'all.
But it came. It was from the. He was talking about the land of Chem, which is Egypt, and Chem would be the land, you know, where they did the alchemy, the chemistry to make everything from, you know.
They're saying that that's actually how we got the word chemistry is from chem. You're absolutely right, Robert. Absolutely right. Yep.
So yeah. So see, when we're talking about all this, I'm like, holy cow! I can actually understand bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah. It's amazing, and it's, you know, to understand the layers of us, because we're very powerful, energetic beings. Above all of it, we manifest physical. But, you know, beneath the physicality is the energy first and the light. So, yeah, understanding this thymus connection and this thalamus connection makes so much sense to me, because I've been seeing in healing for years this triangle that would get connected in their head. And now it makes sense what it was. It was the pineal and the thymus and the thalamus connecting, because it would come from here. And it would go through the head into the back of the brain, and then it would go up to the pineal. And I would see this triangle formed on people. And I just saw this happen again recently with another one who was doing that activation. And I was like, you are getting an activation. And she's like, wow, that feels like what it is. I was like, oh yeah, because I've seen it before. It's this magic triangle. We've got these magic trinities in our body. When we figure out how to use them, it's really going to help us accomplish more of what we want in our bodies.
Yeah. Yep. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're learning.
Amber, you're kind of quiet there.
I'm just letting the ladies talk. It's interesting.
I know.
I'm definitely.
I know. I'm kind of quiet too. I'm just kind of learning from all of this, but I'm taking notes. You taking notes too?
Yeah, I relate a lot to, you know, the chakra system and working with those energies and activation and knowing, like, you know, when you start to go up into the higher chakras, you start to see the world incredibly differently. You see the what's the word? All the structures are so fake, for lack of a better word. Yep. Like our world is, I started to see a lot of toxicity and a lot of just manufactured stuff all around. But then I would go and I would pay attention to the trees, and I have so many stories about trees, but I love to hug trees. Every time I pass a tree, I put my hand on it and I let it resonate within me and heal me. But you know, when you start to go into those higher chakras and those energies, you can see the auras of the trees connect into the air and the sky, and everything is so vibrant and connected, you know. But you'll also notice the other part of the buildings, especially if you live in a city, you'll notice the structures. So that takes some time to learn to accept, because it's part of our world. And I know I had a hard time with it at first. I was like super bitter and stuff. I was like, how dare you, you know? But then I would just go focus on the trees and nature, and then I would see everything connect. And so it's super powerful, and I'm totally digging this conversation. So yeah, that's why I've been quiet. I'm just like, yeah.
Well, welcome, Amber. Thank you for being here, love.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You're here, and I like when you stay. I understand you had to go party the other night, though. I was like, oh, girl, go have fun.
Yeah, I'm still kind of sweating from that last night. Woo, I drank too much.
That's awesome. That's so fun. I love it. Yeah. So you guys want to hear a quick rundown of this? It's a quick, just telling you what each one of these systems do.
Yes,
go
ahead.
Okay. So first would be, of course, the root chakra. And the root chakra, it controls the subconscious mind, autonomic processes, physical body intelligence, and its color is red. It is the hard drive of all cellular memory. Second position, sacral, orange, instinctual mind, lower emotional body, desire, creativity, sexual, also addictions. And this is part of the personality matrix, these first three chakras. So the third is the solar plexus, and this is yellow, and this is controlled by the conscious mind matrix. Personality, linear time, reasoning, and ego. So then we go into the second density layer of the body construct, and this is the heart chakra, and then we're going up. So the heart chakra, being green, is controlling astral mind, collective race mind, intuition, nautical complex, heart and lung complex, also reptilian invasion, memories and implant, also Egyptian, and the memory of the Sphinx wisdom. This is held within the heart chakra. And this is part of the soul matrix. So 4, 5, and 6 are part of the soul matrix. So the next one is number 5, the throat. And this is blue. And this is the archetypal mind. So the archons, etheric templates, body. Also, it's the obsolete ascension timeline programs that many of us do carry. And it's about speak, soul, plan, and also Pleiadian. So that's 5, the throat chakra and blue. So the 6th is the third eye. It's indigo. It's the celestial mind matrix. This is indigo. This is where you have your family perfection idea comes from this. This also is where we get inner vision and clarity. And they're saying this construct is primarily coming from the Syrians, Sirius A and B. So the next layer is the monad matrix. And this is where we have the 7th and the 8th and the 9th, which is the 7th is the crown chakra. And this is going into the next density level, which is 3, which is 7th dimension Earth. So once you get here to the crown, you guys have got you're past 5D. You're operating now in the 7th dimensional realms. So the crown chakra is the first layer. This is violet. This is where all transmutation and transformation occurs. So that would make sense that you would be between going to the higher realm and changing into the new dimension when you hit 7. And 7, of course, is the number of creation. On the 7th day, we rest and all this stuff. 7 days of the week, 7 rays of the rainbow, 7 tones of the, it's 7 is powerful. So and it's Kether in the tree of life, the Kether. So it's the Ketheric mind. It's the planetary mind. It is also where we have the logos construct. That's where our logos identity is from. Crucifixion implants and partial ascension liberated from 3D Metatronic Arcturus. Yeah. Wow, right? I thought that was super cool. Yeah. So then we go to 8, and this is all part of the monad matrix. And this is where we go into the thymus, and this is gold. And it is monadic mind, galactic core, controls 8th portal, permanent atom seed, crystal heart, ET lives, Orion war implant, and metabolic function. I know, right? I got the creepy chills when I heard that too, Julianne. I was like, oh my gosh, that's where that comes from. Holy moly. So then 9, we have the thalamus, and this is silver. And the thalamus is in the base of the back of the brain, near the Abdullah oblongata. That's a tough word.
There it is.
So this is like gray matter of the brain.
Yes.
This is primarily what you're looking at with this, and this is why it's silver, of course. So this controls the causal etherical body, the chariatric mind, the core star, the Hara, H-A-R-A complex, medulla chakra, the higher brain function, and this is primarily coming from Andromeda. So this would
Yep.
be the thalamus, silver, Andromeda, and this would be the 9th important gland. So then when we get to 10, this is when you're getting into the different level of human consciousness, and you're getting into the Christ mind, which is 10, and then 11 is the Buddha, and then 12 would be the avatar. So these are the different levels. And like, from what I understand, the Lord Jesus, he told me that he was ascended to Christ mind, but Buddha got higher than he did. And he said that he was in the Buddha consciousness. And this is like showing that is the right levels. It's Christ, then Buddha, then avatar. So I was like, that's very interesting, because he always told me that. He was like, Buddha got even better than I did, which I was like, wow, that's a lot, you know, but apparently, yeah, Buddha rocked it. So with that, then we go to the 13th level, which is earth, core, aquamarine. And then above this, these are the spheres of light, which are the love, wisdom, and power. That ultimate trinity that is no more particles. It's going in and out of particleization. It can go in between. And it's literally, it's those 3 wheels are the first trinity that comes out of kind of like source. So this was what I've always seen. It comes out of the one into this trinity of consciousness. Then from that, it goes down into denser levels. And this is a perfectly represented in our bodies.
Yeah.
The cosmic
yeah.
map is represented in our physical bodies. So that's profoundly beautiful to me. So I hope you guys
is.
like that. And that's the 16 levels of what we be.
Thank you for working that out.
Yeah. I've been trying to work it out for a while. Julia kept telling me, you need to understand the 16. I'm like, I'm trying,
Yeah.
but just put all the
I-
dots together. I had it, but not with as much detail. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was really
when
cool.
when you're writing all this stuff, like all these journals, and you put it, and everybody will be doing it. Like, you'll be writing things down and trying to connect the dots, or attempting
Yes.
to. And then,
Yeah.
of course, you're in those clarity moments when you could be just washing up or sweeping the floor, and it goes ding. You go,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's what it is."
Yeah. And then like the day when like the wheels and the wheels, you know, all that information started coming in. It's like, how do you put this stuff into words? It's kind of difficult. You got to fish through it for a while, because it's powerful when you start to see in the higher dimensions. It doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes, you know,
No.
because it's so different than what we're dealing with here. But nonetheless, it's every bit is just as real. It's
Yeah,
powerful.
and that it is difficult, I know, at times, to put what you know into words. It is, and
Yeah. Yeah. Like trying to describe Metatron's cube. It's hard.
yeah. Well, there's the word. Look at the word cube, right? We'll just go with cube. You've said cube, so
Yeah.
you've got CUB,
Yeah.
CUB,
CUB. Yep.
CUB.
Yep. And I think that the energy has to be put into some type of a template, because we are everything. We are
That's
first the formless. So we have all potential. So that would make kind of sense.
Potent, I'm all of it. Potential,
Yeah.
I'm all of it.
Yeah.
And that's what you just got
And
to
I
look at. Yeah, go, Amber.
I was just gonna say, you know, I'm not trying to be negative, but when you first start to charge up your chakras, do it with caution, because if you go force, if you go full force, it's just like, well, you will get these energy surges in your spine that are so freaking intense. At least I did. And it was just like every once in a while during the, well, a lot, I would just be like, whoa, you know, and it can actually like, it can short circuit you in a way if you
can throw you
dive
off
into it.
balance.
Yeah. So just take your time, be patient, do short sessions, and build your energy up. Because like they say, even with aliens, if they even exist, interdimensional, whatever, they do say, or even like if God was to come down and be like, hey, I'm here, even though everything is God. But the point is some of these beings have such high vibes, our bodies would we would probably die, if they came and like shook our hand.
I literally had a vision of that, Amber, when I was young. I literally saw a bunch of people of faith, like I think Christians, and there was some type of thing where they were like, everybody's in schools, like kind of like, a hurricane or something, like when people would go into places for safety, and they were getting ready to call in the full glory of God. And I literally heard, if you do this, this vibration will kill most of the people in this building.
Right.
Like that frequency was so high, most of them wouldn't be able to handle it. And it would literally cause their hearts to stop. I was like, yeah, so I know what you're saying is.
It's totally like putting what are they, defibs?
Yeah.
That's what they're called, I think.
Yeah.
It's like shocking your heart, it's like, bam. And so if you don't need that, right, or you're not, so and that's the whole point of raising or you can sometimes your chakras will be going the opposite way depending on what kind of trauma you've had, or so when you start working on focusing on these energies, just I had a point. It's all to get to a higher vibe and be able to withstand that when there's new energies that come in. Especially 2020, maybe the vibes are starting to raise, even though a lot of crap's been going on, because a lot of people are dying, and maybe they just can't handle the energy, or who knows, but, so I do think it's important so that we can withstand this shift.
Yes,
but just go slow, be aware.
Yeah, I can go through a few of the different sensations I've felt over the last, we'll just say 10 years or 12 years, whatever it's been. I mean, in 24 years, I've been doing a lot of this, but for the last 10 years, full on the different sensations my body has felt, that it is very unusual feeling that it's hard to explain to people what you're going through. Yep. So I was walking just the other day with my daughter, and it felt time warpy, like I moved with a wave as I was walking, and I stopped and I said to Crystal, whoa. She said, what was that, Mum? I said, I just went through this feeling, and I've had it before. I stood in front of the mirror and the same warpy feeling happened, but it could be different for everybody. I'm not saying this is what I felt, my husband knows the different sensations because I'll explain to him and he'll shake his head, but it's the fact that I've felt these different things. So I know there's been a shift. If I've felt it, everybody will have had a shift.
Yeah, I feel that too, Julianne, and I know you're spot on. And some people in my family can feel it too, and others can't.
That's right.
Some do, some don't. Yeah.
This is 10 years ago, and it's the most odd thing. At 6 o'clock, 3 nights in a row, I felt nauseous. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sick or anything, but for 3 nights at the same time. Yep. And if I was to go to the doctor and they just shake your head, you just know there's something going on. You don't buy into this. You just go with it. Yep. There's something, you acknowledge, you go, thank you for that. And same as whatever's going in your body at the moment, you might think, there's an ache in some spot. Don't buy into it that it's a problem. Acknowledge it and say thank you, because it's probably shifting some old dross out of your body.
Yep.
Don't go running off to the doctor just to find out what's going wrong. It's what's going right in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
They don't make any money when you're doing it right.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just giving you back your power. You are the whole, all of that's going on. Even if, for instance, there was some bug going around that you happen to catch, you thank it, because it will have got rid of something you didn't need anymore.
Yeah. They're saying on this alchemy wheel, if we have all of these things in our bodies, that the body, it knows how to handle everything. Right. That's it knows how to handle everything. And like I said, they do not want to.
The human does not need to die. If you read this book, we don't have to die.
It literally says that, guys. It says dying is a disease.
That's right.
That's what it says.
It says, we were programmed to believe that.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I was listening to the Emerald Tablets today from Gerald Clark. I was pretty good. He's a real good reader. Too bad he's gone. Rest in peace. Anyway, he was talking about living to an old age and that their bodies are electrical, and that when you get old or when you're doing that, you need to recharge your body like you're talking about. And he said you should sleep, point yourself and sleep to the north one day and then point and sleep to the south the next day. And as long as you keep something going, it says in there you could live, but if you ever break that, you're done. You'll turn old, but you could reverse.
But even
aging
that is a program.
That's
like that's
remember.
even just an idea that can kind of get you stuck. Like, oh shit,
yeah,
no, I didn't turn south yesterday. I'm screwed.
But I'm maybe but to look into it a little bit more. I mean,
Robert, the science behind it, I think, is true because our minds are connected to magnetics. So if you're alternating the magnetic field while you're laying stationary, sleeping for multiple hours, that's going to affect the polarity of the body. So this is like, it's like when you bring blood soldiers in by alternating with heat and cold. It's the same thing. You're going positive, negative. And so it's kind of activating a different response within the body. So it makes complete sense to me how
feng shui
that would be valid.
Well, that's why I was asking. Is because I heard it there, and then when you're doing all this talking about charging and your chakras and stuff, I was thinking, well, maybe there's something to all this. Yes,
just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
But like Amber said, don't take in the program that if you miss a day, you're going to die.
No. It was just the thing is that he was saying, that you could your aging would stop or slow down or whatever, but because of that, and because he was talking about you have to listen to the thing, but whatever you guys were saying, it was talking about this electrical force that you have, and then you have to change because like now I know I sleep to the north is that way anyway, all the time, every day is always to the north. But maybe I should turn around and sleep to the south and then change my polarity, and will that help me? I don't know. I'm going to try.
Because we are all gods as such, whatever you think, you're creating it. So if you think it's going to work for you, we'll do it, because it's the same as when you might bless your food. Everyone used to bless their food. You change the molecular structure with your intention. So if you think that that's crap, well, you could just go, well, I'm just going to stir it around and it'll be right for me. You have the intent behind you. You can change anything. You are the master. Okay? So whatever resonates with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, well, you don't do it. That's what it comes down to. We could have told the whole group a whole heap of information that went over the top of their head, or they absorbed it and went, oh my goodness, that so resonates with me. But some will go, I don't believe that. Well, that's their truth. That's what it's got to come down to. Everybody's got a gift and talent. We're all aspects of the one whole thing. Some aren't going to gel with some things. That's how it is. Right?
Absolutely. I'm like I said, everything is an experiment, and all these new ideas that come to us, I mean, we're literally told.
We're remembering, Robert.
Yes.
So look at the word remember. Okay, we'll go back to the spelling.
Okay, that's what we're here for, spelling. Remember.
I'll give you this one, but I have to take, in this human form, I have to take my mother to a doctor, okay? So anyway, remember is REMEMBER. So RE is again, mem is water, which was what we spoke about before, because me and mother is in the mem, that's water. B is your house, which I spoke about last time, and ER is watchful. So again, in the water, be watchful. And that's where all the information stored is in the water, and we're tapping into all that cosmic water or the ice that's melted, had stored all that information. So we're just tapping into what we already know.
Yep. That's
Yep.
awesome. I love it.
Because we're a water brain. Our membrane is a water brain, even though it's
Yeah.
spelt different.
Mhm.
It is a store of information. And thank you,
Yeah.
water.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I didn't have my cup today.
I got a little
Anyway.
coffee.
Yep,
Yeah.
cheers.
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 Today's the one day I didn't have my tea with me. Oh well.
I'll give you a
good.
sip.
You know what I
Robert,
was seeing? You know what I was seeing?
Oh, yeah.
I was seeing the other day a word that was messing. It was breaking apart like you do. I was seeing electricity. And
Oh,
it was like the Tri-City. I was seeing like the Elohim's
Yep.
Tri-City, and I literally was seeing like London, DC, and Washington. I was like, oh boy, that's like crazy. So yeah, the the electricity.
Yeah, it's also got trick in it as well.
For sure. I saw that too. I was like, it's the trick of the L controlling the cities that have us under slavery.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is what I was seeing.
Yeah, there's trick in it. And that's the same as Matrix.
Yes, and they're harnessing our L. They're harnessing the L of thee. They're harnessing our I was seeing all the words break apart, and I was thinking of you. I was like, oh yeah, Julie probably knows this one already.
There is
That's
so
cool.
many.
It's like things are unlocking for you, huh, Trina? Like you're just like ping, 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 ping. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, it's like it's nonstop right now. My brain's on fire right now. I think it's this new energy. It's
Yeah.
Perfect. Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, it's up to them how they want to perceive what's going on. It truly is many layers, and it's up to you. You have to realize that that's all the chaos is really only going on inside of you.
Yeah. That's the big thing I've been getting lately is to because I just want to know. I mean, I was born that way. I want to know. I want to know why. I've always been that way. That's why
Question everything.
I did, like last time working with, I'm like, I ask everything. So I love to know and I want to know. But lately I've been getting the message. It's like, just remember that you have everything that you need already, and that when you do need it, it will be available. So trust and just relax.
Trust
and
the
breathe.
process.
Yeah. And just breathe and have faith that you are magi, and anything that you need, you will see, because I will give it to you through your imagination.
That's right.
I
love it.
Trust.
I was given some little book and I saw the picture, and I knew from that moment of that little picture that was given to me, I knew what we were capable of.
Yeah.
I truly know, and everybody, look, I just get goosebumps because I truly know in my heart of hearts what we are capable of.
I do too, Julianne. I do too. And I do believe, and I know if a small enough amount of people could truly get into that vibration and know their power, it would change the reality, because we would literally be able to affect the vibration, and it's that fast. It changes matter.
Through my body. It's come through my feet right now as you spoke that.
Wow. Love it.
Love to you all. Everybody, I truly love all of you for your gifts and talents, and step in and share, which we'll do on Andromeda 7. We will get the team on, and everyone can voice their thymus. They can come out and be who they've come here to be.
Absolutely.
That's what it's going to be about, is everybody sharing what knowledge they have.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. That will be the puzzle. That will be the next bit of going, oh, and then the next person will go, I know this bit.
Right.
I just talked about the bits. Be it.
Yes,
Be who you
absolutely.
come here to be. You know, you can't be somebody else. I'm Julianne and I'm not going to, I'll change maybe tomorrow.
Right.
You know, but you
You
have
know-
to be willing to be free flowing.
Yeah, because it's another thing I've seen is not one single one of us has the same light pattern. We're all unique and beautiful, and we all shine different facets and different rays of creation. And that's the
right.
gift. And what light I don't have, you have. And when you shine, I can receive it. And it's a sharing of light through love. And we're all beautiful diamonds and we're all sparkling in different ways. Yeah.
And that's why everyone step up and share your gift. That's all I can say is
Yeah.
because when you're giving, you are truly the one receiving.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's what I keep saying. I always have it in the description too. If anybody wants to come on the show and share whatever they know and they think,
Yep.
hey, I'm not too important, you are important. Everybody's
That's
important.
Yeah.
Come
That is
on,
right,
share
Robert.
your story, add your knowledge to everybody else, because what's true to you may spark
Resonate.
something in somebody else, and they go, hey, look what they know. Even if it's this much, that
Yeah.
might be the key to the puzzle that somebody else is putting together.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here's the thing, if you're holding out and you're not sharing and you got that little piece, well, guess what? We can't put the puzzle together without your help.
Yeah. We need each
Exactly.
other. We definitely need each other.
That's like perfect with the Six of Pentacles that I pulled. It
Yes,
takes
it
a
is.
team,
Takes
like
a team.
you can do
That's
it
right.
yourself, but with a team.
That's right, Amber. I knew as soon as you said it, it was a perfect card.
Yeah. And that's about the perfect man. 6.
Yeah, 6. I'm in a deck
Yeah.
in a deck of cards. I'm the six of clubs in this other way of doing it, and it's the messenger.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That's cool.
That's
That's
awesome.
cool.
You are a messenger, Julie.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the word messenger, it tells you that you're a sage. Me, sage.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And Mercurial, they were all messengers. So we have it all in us.
Oh yeah, the little guy Mercury had the little wings and on his hat, and he's running. Yeah, cool. He was on a dime. You want to know what he had the dime? Nobody, you all probably remember that, but anyway, the young kids out there, they don't remember it. Anyway,
Thank you, Robert. I
yes.
do have to go.
Yeah, we hit our hour here. We're good to go. I want to say to everybody, thanks for coming and joining us, and it has been a great time. Thank you, Julianne, for sharing your knowledge. We'll do this again anytime. This was great. Amber, thank you for coming and reading them beautiful cards and sticking with us and learning and sharing. And Trina, wonderful. I love that whole thing. I got it all wrote down. I wrote down a whole bunch
You're
of this
awesome,
stuff.
Robert.
I'm taking notes. I study up on this stuff.
And you're learning so fast. I'm watching you and you're learning so fast. It's amazing.
Well, remember, I've always told you, I said something out there, the one little thing that I hear in my head is you need to learn all you can. You don't have much time. You need to learn as much as you can, as fast as you can, because there's going to come a point when you can't do that
Robert
anymore. Yeah.
I heard that too, and I've been hearing it for a few years.
Yeah.
And I think I'm finally to a point now, because I've been doing this for a while. I think now that's why I finally got now it's time to relax. Now it's time just to kind of sink into it and start to trust, because I think I just finally got the green light. Like I can relax and know that I think I have, almost everything that I came here that I needed to learn. I'm super close, or I'm there, because that drive within me to find and look and search, it's like, it's insatiable sometimes. And and now it's like they're starting to shift the message and say it's time to relax a little bit and start to trust in the process, and time to integrate what you've learned.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Just got to know that you know.
Yes,
Just
and
know.
that's 90% of it, Julianne. You're so right. We got to know that we know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, with that,
Thank you.
thank you, everybody. Be the frequency you want to